Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
According to reports, everyone went silent after Will Smith had gone to eat Chris Rock after he made a joke about Jada at the Oscar award. Smith was not having the joke at all, and it clearly expressed that.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay.
Initially, Will Smith was saying, laughing, giggling to the joke, but I guess he thought on the second note, what would Jada do when we get home, huh? Let me get her.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
It was reported that at this point, the media took the voice out and no one could hear what they were saying, but it was already caught that what Will Smith was saying was, get my wife's name, I don't want to say that, off your mouth. Anyways, Chris Rock was so shocked and immediately responded in the best comedian way he could.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
It was reported that during commercial break, Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry took Chris to go have a conversation with him. And I know that they clearly communicated, something great with him.
Your trophy at the show.
I mean, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right now. So it better be him.
Apparently, it looks like they had a nice conversation with Will Smith. However, I'm thinking one of the reasons why Will Smith wasn't having that joke at all was due to the condition his wife was going through, which is alopecia, the loss of hair. So that could be kind of emotional for him.
Oh, wow. Wow.
As for why the joke may have hit a nerve for the couple, Jada was diagnosed with alopecia in 2018, a hair loss condition which she has spoken about publicly many times.
And y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now this is gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions.
When Chris got a chance to get to the stage, he clearly expressed himself and how he was feeling.
You gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you gotta be able to have people disrespecting you. And you gotta smile and you gotta pretend like that's okay. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Eventually, he did apologize to his supporters, to his fans, apologize to the Oscar coordinators, blah, blah, blah. But the only thing there is, are they willing to let this go? Because a lot of reactions have been here and there that it mustn't go scot-free because they would be communicating the wrong message to others who would think it's okay for them to just go upstage and give someone a slap.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Hope the Academy invites me back. Thank you.
But the Academy is now condemning Smith's actions, saying in a tweet it does not condone violence. On Monday, it launched a formal review around the incident, saying more consequences could come. And then there's the criminal case behind the slap. Rock has declined to press charges, but that doesn't mean Smith is off the hook.
The concern for law enforcement and the city attorney's office is that if they don't do something and don't hold Will Smith accountable for what clearly was a crime, they are sending the wrong message.
There has been a lot of reactions, to what happens. People are talking about it. Celebrities are talking about it. Program hosts, everyday people, everyone is talking about it. And let's listen to some of the reactions we have here.
I was embarrassed for Will. I was horrified for Chris Rock.
To actually hit somebody was like shocking, frankly. nothing, nada, cero condones violence in this form.
Some people just snap. He snapped.
The ladies of The View weigh in on the Oscar slap heard round the world.
Ladies, great to have you to help us digest everything that happened. Chloe, you have new reporting.
Yes. Okay. Well, so you mentioned the fact that about a dozen Academy members, now there's over 9,000 of them, but celebrities, actors, directors getting together to just process this, and that they were very divided in this heated Zoom meeting this morning because they felt like some people were upset that the Academy just released one statement, just a sentence saying that they don't condone violence and that that wasn't enough, while others felt like, hey, you know, this is going to blow over, just let's let it lie. But I can tell you, though, that a source close to the situation tells CNN just moments ago that last night, the Academy, that they considered removing Will Smith from the broadcast. That's huge news to know that.
What does that even mean?
That means that they actually thought about approaching Will Smith and having him leave the premises because the Academy has bylaws against violence. And if you are an Academy member, which we don't know if Will Smith is, you know, you sign and you agree to those bylaws. And they are very strict. And those bylaws went into effect once the Me Too movement started, after Harvey Weinstein was accused of assaulting women. And they also said, though, that the leadership of the Academy, they were seated in different spots in that massive Dolby Theater, and that they weren't able to mobilize in time and get everybody together. This is an unprecedented moment, you know, and for them to get together and discuss and all agree about what to do. You might say, well, they had, 45 minutes, but it's not as easy as it looks. And again, sort of no precedent for this. A lot of questions about security, too. Even though it's Will Smith, even though he's an A-list actor and up for an award, should there be security there? Those are questions that you're seeing. So, it'll be interesting to see if the Academy responds further.
Samara, your position, I think, is, or you tweeted out that the person most hurt by Will Smith's slap is Will Smith. Yeah. How so?
Yeah, Will Smith overshadowed what should have been a real highlight of his career that has been decades in the making. The headlines this morning should have been about his amazing journey from a teen rapper from Philadelphia to an Academy Award winner, and by the way, one of the few African-American men ever presented with that honor. And instead, they're about him slapping Chris Rock. And ironically, Chris Rock comes out looking good in this whole scenario, even though he is the one who made that tasteless, really cruel joke about Jada Pinkett Smith.
Was it cruel? I want to ask you about that because, to my ears, G.I. Jane is badass, okay? Yeah. And he said, and I think he said, I love you, Jada. He was clearly trying to couch it. Yeah. And now we know that she doesn't have hair because of alopecia, a medical condition. So, but to your ears, was that cruel?
Well, there's some context here that's really important. So absent the context, no. It sounds like actually, as far as Chris Rock is concerned, a very benign joke. But the context here is twofold. For one, they have history. Chris Rock has mocked the Smiths at the Oscars before in 2016. They were not present at the time, and so there has been reportedly some bad blood since then. And the other piece of context is that Jada Pinkett has been very public about her battle with alopecia that caused this hair loss. And as women, I think we can all understand how painful it would be to suffer extreme hair loss in that way. So that is the context, and that is the key to what Will Smith was reacting to.
Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this summary that was picked here and there together to give you information to entertain you. Thank you very much. I love you. And